I can't, if there's one thing that I'd say that if you don't have, you have the more probability to fail in retirement, it's the planning. And why that matters the most is because it will save your retirement if something unexpected happens.
Mm-hmm.
If you plan for the unexpected, right, that still has a probability to happen, okay, you already planned for it. So you're already taken care of, right? That stress that we talk about all the time is taken off your shoulders. Don't let that stress stay on your shoulders for your entire life when what? Retirement is supposed to be the stress-free place for you. You've worked your entire life to not have the stress of retirement. Retirement's supposed to be traveling, going to see the grandkids, having a good time, playing pickleball, doing things that you love to do. Whether you're planning for it 10 years in advance or you just hit it or you're in it, fix it, okay? Get the plan right, educate yourself, understand where the plan needs to be for you. Going to my last segment, not for the corporation, not I have a plan that he made for me. No, the plan needs to be made by both of us. The plan doesn't need to be made by me only. That's why I tell you when we sit down the first 15, 30 minutes, it's about you. It's about your goals, your necessities, your needs, what you want to do in retirement, and then the plan we create together. The education part has to be in. You can't sit there and say, hey, here's all my money and plan it. No one's going to ever plan it the right way because they're going to plan it the way that someone else had it planned, and that's not you, right? Now, all of a sudden, you're living someone else's retirement. It just doesn't work like that, right? So plan it towards you, have that personalized goal, right? Sit down. If you don't know your goals, figure it out with me. I love that part. It's kind of like, creating friends, creating relationships, getting people to walk out of my office saying, man, I now know, what I want to kind of do in retirement. I'm able to do those things. I'm able to have my mind free to think about what I want to do instead of what I can't do. Hear that again. What I want to do instead of what I can't do. Right? That should be your goal, is to worry about what you want to do. Okay. I can't stress enough how important it is to have the education for yourself. Okay. Don't know everything. You're not going to know everything. Okay. And don't try to, I have had a lot of clients that come in here that, have a lot of questions, that want to know every single detail, and they kill themselves. I mean, you can see the sweat dripping down their face. Don't do that to yourself. Okay. But know the basics, know the foundation, what your funds and what your plan is doing for you and how it's doing it. It's that simple. It's that simple. And once you find that out, I promise you, the rest of your retirement will be a breeze. It really will. And I know a lot of people are out there, you guys are all saying, well, I mean, my retirement's not too bad right now. Is that really how you want to live your retirement? It's not too bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. I'm doing all right. I'm okay. Like, no, you always want to be better. And if you don't want to be better, then I'm sorry. Right. I mean, to be transparent with you, I don't think anyone should think like that. Right. I mean, if I could have a company A or even a car A or car B, and they're both the same price, I'm going to get, the best one, right? The one that's valued at a higher price. Sadly, I think everyone's kind of brainwashed nowadays. And for you out there, you want to live that best retirement. I'm trying to tell you, you do. So listen to me, live what you want to live. I know it's tough to understand that, but it's not going to, not everything adds up sometimes. Okay. So you might come in and, we might have some complications, maybe some things we need to fix. That's life. That's just how it is. Right. I mean, yes, things are probably going to be wrong. I'm going to take a look at your portfolio, and there's going to be things that I want to fix. It's going to happen. Right. But if you don't fix them and you don't plan and you don't change, your life isn't going to ever be better, right? It's going to be the same way that you've lived it for your entire life. And sadly, we're not here for that. We're here to be better, right? And you're here to do better. An advisor might have been great for the 30 years of growth. I've had clients that have had advisors for 30 plus years, but they didn't do the same thing that I did, right? They maybe had their accounts growing for that amount of time. They had inheritance, but they changed to me because my perspective on things and my plan was towards their goals, and their other advisor wasn't. Their other advisor was for what? For the future, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's now, right? Now it's, hey, let's put these things into place and make an actual plan. specialize in that field. And that's what I have a passion for. So again, any of you out there have any questions at all, whether it's, what I do or how I do it, or, what strategies that I even would implement for anyone, maybe in your, we can have a talk on the phone for all I care. I'm here to help anyone I can. And I'd love to see many of you guys come in. We've gotten a lot of calls in. I'd love to sit down with a lot of you and help you and help everyone in the area. And, even if you have friends that don't live here, I mean, we can still, education is key. These things are a big problem right now in the United States. And this is why we're doing this show. This is why, businesses roll. And this is why we're successful, is because, being different is sometimes, well, really a lot of the times is a good thing. If you're different, you're doing something that not everyone else is doing, right? So it's a different idea, but it works out better. So give me a call. We can sit down. So again, it's a free consultation. Okay. 850-565-1705. Again, that's 850-565-1705.
And even if you're not in the Pensacola area, you can still use that phone number, use the website, retirementplanningpipeline.com, and schedule that free no obligation consultation. You can do it digitally over Zoom. You can sit down with David and go over your retirement planning. David, you mentioned something in there where you've heard retirees say before, I'm all right. I'm doing all right. I don't believe any retiree should ever tell their financial advisor or their retirement planning specialist, yeah, my retirement's going okay. I'm all right. I'm all right. What you're really saying is I'm being complacent. I was complacent, and I'm not where I want to be in my retirement.
And that's what's happening, and it's sad. And that's why we're doing this show, to bring the light, to bring the passion, to bring anything that we can, whether we do business or not, right? To bring anything we can to help the people and to help you build your retirement. Even if, like I said, you come in, we meet, and maybe it's not a right fit. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I mean, you never know. You can come in here and then all of a sudden, maybe you learn something and you walk away with something that you didn't know. And that's the important thing, is just understand the plan, understand the goals, and just getting it right the first time. Right. And don't hesitate. Right. Don't think that it's too much. Don't think that it's maybe you don't, know enough, or you don't know what questions to ask. It's okay. It's okay if you don't know. Right. If you have questions about 401ks, you have questions about IRAs, you have questions about any type of taxable income at all, or, what to do in retirement, or how to plan it, or what income to take, or how to take income, how to guarantee some income, how to strategize it, right? How to grow, how to maximize my portfolio, anything at all, right? All these things matter in retirement. And I'm here to help anyone that needs help. And it's a free consultation. You just come in, we meet. I'm sure we'll hit it off on the first date, So give me a call. It's 850-565-1705. Again, that's 850-565-1705.